Hello dear children, welcome once again to your channel Computer Science with Meena Dogra. Hope all of you are hale and hearty. Hope all of you are doing really well. In this video children, I will be taking up part 3 of the series Writing Basic Python Scripts, and I'll be taking up 4 very simple and interesting and connected Python scripts in this video section. Two of them being calculation of simple interest and compound interest, and another two related set of scripts being conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit, temperature conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and temperature conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So these are the 4 scripts that we will be covering up in this video, and again they will be based on the sequential flow of construct. Sequential flow of construct in the sense that they will be very simple Python scripts in which input will be followed by processing, and processing will be followed by displaying of the output. So with this sequential flow of construct and input process output flow in mind, we now proceed with the first script of this section. And the first script reads, the problem statement reads, accept the values of principal, rate and time at runtime. From the user, obviously user is going to enter these 3 things, principal, rate and time at runtime, and using these 3 values we have to calculate and print simple interest. So this is the input, and calculation part will be the processing and printing part would be the output. So let's proceed, and I'll take you to Python IDLE where I have already made the script, and we will take it up. I'll first explain it to you and then I'll execute it and show the result to you. So bacha, simple interest is, the interest that is calculated on the principal portion of a loan or deposit. है ना, मैंने आपको पहली सीरीज में भी बताया कि in the beginning of your program give few things that will self document your code. Anyone reading your code will come to know what the code is all about. So here I've used triple quotes. I've used docstrings that with the help of these triple quotes, and I have enclosed my comments in this pair of triple quotes. First I have written this thing, what this code is going to do. Then in line 3 I have explained what is simple interest. You already know it, you can skip it if you want. That when we take loan, when we borrow a loan, or when we put in some amount as a deposit, that then what interest we get on the amount that we are either taking, either we are depositing or borrowing, that is the principal amount. उस पर जो interest calculate होता है, that is known as simple interest. It is calculated on the principal part of the loan or the deposit. Then author, you can write your name, date created. I'll just put down the date. You can put down whichever date you are creating this code on, just put down that date over here. And then you can additionally give this formula for the sake of documentation, that this is how you're going to calculate simple interest. It is calculated as principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time, and then put this thing has to be carried out first, so we will enclose it in brackets. This whole thing after getting multiplied has to be divided by 100. So very simple formula, principal into rate into time divided by 100. So don't forget to put this into brackets, and just to indicate that this is to be performed first. And then we proceed with the input now. So here I'll put a comment that I am now taking the input from the user. 3 inputs I have to take. Principal, I have used input function to take the principal amount, and as you all know that the return type of input function is a string, so I have typecasted this into float. So I have used float function which is going to convert the input principal amount into float value. Fine. So input function is going to return this principal amount as a string. Here we have this float function written outside. It is going to convert that string back to a float value. Then I've also taken the rate. Now rate of interest, which is to be taken on an annual basis. So this again I've taken using input function, and I've used float function to typecast this rate entered by the user. Then time, which is again in years, time period in years, again taken using the input function, and then it is typecasted with the help of float function. So after taking all these three inputs, that is principal, rate and time, we will now do the processing. So we already know the formula for it. So we'll write simple interest. You could have written SI also. I've just taken meaningful variable names. You could have written SI also, but I have kept it like a simple interest only, is equal to. Now assign the result of this expression to simple interest. This is an expression. So principal, that rate and time that we have entered in these 10, 11 and 12 statements, they will be multiplied and then they will be divided by 100, and this overall output will get stored in simple interest. So processing is done. We must take the input before processing because processing depends upon input values. Then what is left, we have to display this on the screen. So I have used print function to display this input, and we have given it in a meaningful the message in a meaningful manner. Simple interest for principal amount, comma principal. So principal bhi aa jayega. This entire thing that you're giving in quotation marks will be displayed as it is. You all know this. Then I want another output using the same print function, so I put a comma. What's the next output that will be shown? The value of principal. Okay, then comma, and then I have again used these double quotes and put an equal to sign in between. This is just to indicate to the user the output in a proper manner. I'll run it and show it to you. So this again, whatever you give in double quotes is displayed as it is. Then you put comma and you write the variable that is storing the simple interest, which again is simple interest variable, simple underscore interest. This is the name we have given to the variable which is storing the output. So in all, using this print function, I have taken one output, comma, second output, comma, a third output, comma, and fourth output. So two variables I've used and two strings I've used. So now let's run this code. I press F5 from the keyboard and let's run this code and see what do we get. See, it's asking us to enter the principal amount. So now I enter 2000. I enter the rate of interest, say for example 4%, and this is the rate of interest, and time period, suppose I say 2. So this gives me the simple interest on a principal amount 2000 at the rate of 4% for 2 years. It is going to be 160. So if I am like borrowing this amount, principal amount, then I will be returning back 2000 plus this interest to my borrower. And if I have deposited this 2000 amount, then I will be getting back this entire principal amount plus 160 rupees as the interest at the time of withdrawal. So total amount जो principal लगकर बनेगा, principal के साथ interest लगकर बनेगा, that will be 2160 rupees. So either if I have borrowed, I will have to return this much amount, and if I have lended it to somebody, or if I have deposited it, then I'm going to get this. In case of borrowing, I'll have to pay. In case of lending, I'll be getting it back. Okay, so this was about simple interest. I hope you could understand it, and I'll now move to the next program. I'll close this and let's proceed with the next program, which is C. Accept the values of principal, rate and time at runtime. Once again the same inputs, children, and then calculate and print compound interest. As I told in the beginning that we are going to take up related problems this time. So simple interest here, तो चलिए अब compound interest भी करके देखते हैं. This again is based on input process output sequential flow of construct. So I'll take you to compound interest file now. It's already made so that time can be saved, and let us read it out, children. So I'll again display the line numbers and read this out. See this docstring in the beginning, multi-line comment given at the top of the Python file to give a brief description of what we are doing. So Python script to calculate compound interest. Compound interest is different from simple interest. Like it is the interest on a loan or a deposit calculated based on both the initial principal amount and the accumulated interest from previous periods. So this is how compound interest can be डिफाइंड कि प्रिंसिपल के साथ साथ जो आपका इंटरेस्ट भी आता है उस पर भी जो इंटरेस्ट लगता है वो भी जुड़ता है. सो इनिशियल प्रिंसिपल प्लस कंबाइंड इंटरेस्ट एक्यूमुलेट, जो आपका ओवर द इयर्स इंटरेस्ट एक्यूमुलेट हो रहा है उसके ऊपर भी इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट होगा. सो इसकी जो वैल्यू होगी वो स्लाइटली ज़्यादा होगी सिंपल इंटरेस्ट की कंपैरिजन में, क्योंकि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट सिर्फ प्रिंसिपल पर लगता है, ये प्रिंसिपल पर भी लगता है, एंड the accumulated interest from over the period of time that you've either used for borrowing or you've used for lending. Fine. So again, I'll give my name, or you can give your name as in place of author. You can create a date created, may mention the date, and then write the formula used. So now I've used two formulas over here. हम इसे एक से भी कर सकते थे, but then I thought कि तोड़ के बताना would be better. पहले आप अमाउंट निकालोगे कि प्रिंसिपल पर कितना कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट हमारा लगकर अमाउंट आएगा, ठीक है ना. सो उसका फॉर्मूला है प्रिंसिपल इंटू 1 प्लस रेट अपॉन 100 रेज टू द पावर ऑफ टाइम. सो आई यूज्ड पावर फंक्शन ओवर हियर. प्रिंसिपल मल्टीप्लाइड बाय ये आपका है ना बेटा 1 प्लस रेट अपॉन 100 टाइम के साथ इसको रेज टू द पावर करना. सो 1 प्लस रेट अपॉन 100 रेज टू द पावर ऑफ टाइम. पावर फंक्शन के साथ किया है, आप चाहते तो उसको एक्सपोनेंट ऑपरेटर के साथ भी कर सकते थे. सो ये जो अमाउंट आएगा ना, ये आपका प्रिंसिपल प्लस कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट लगकर जो अमाउंट आएगा, प्रिंसिपल के ऊपर जो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट होगा वो इकट्ठे देगा. अब हमें सिर्फ क्या चाहिए, हमें अमाउंट नहीं चाहिए, हमें चाहिए कि इंटरेस्ट कितना लगा. सो दैट्स वेरी सिंपल. आप कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे, आप कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करोगे जो आपने अक्यूमुलेटेड पूरा कंपाउंडिंग अमाउंट निकाल लिया यहाँ पर, ठीक है ना, पूरा अमाउंट निकाल लिया कंपाउंडिंग, उसमें से प्रिंसिपल को अगर आप डिडक्ट कर दोगे तो आपके पास क्या निकल आएगा बच्चा, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट निकल आएगा, ठीक है. सो 2 स्टेप में करेंगे. इस वाले फॉर्मूले से आपको ओवरऑल अमाउंट मिलेगा जिसमें इंटरेस्ट जुड़ा हुआ होगा. अब उसमें से आप प्रिंसिपल डिडक्ट कर दोगे तो आपके पास एग्जैक्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा, ठीक. सो लेट्स प्रोसीड, एंड अगेन एज आई टोल्ड यू वी विल फर्स्ट take the input from the user. So I have taken in the same manner as I did for simple interest program. I have taken principal, rate and time from the user using input function, and then I've typecasted those values to their corresponding float equivalents. Then over here in line number 18, children, what I'm doing, I'm processing input का. अब हमें करना क्या है, we have to convert this input into meaningful information. So I'm processing it. First I have used the formula for calculating the overall amount, which is principal plus the added compound interest, and then in line number 18 and line number 19, the amount that I have calculated in over here in the above statement, I am deducting it. I'm deducting principal from this amount so that I can get the exact compound interest. Are you getting it? 18th वाले फॉर्मूला से आपको फुल अमाउंट मिलेगा, इंटरेस्ट प्रिंसिपल प्लस इंटरेस्ट. सो आप कैसे निकालोगे, बट ऑब्वियस आप अगर इस ओवरऑल अमाउंट में से प्रिंसिपल डिडक्ट कर दोगे तो आपको एग्जैक्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट मिल जाएगा बच्चा, ठीक. नेक्स्ट व्हाट इज लेफ्ट, नाउ वी आर थ्रू विद आवर टास्क. सो अब यूजर को बता देते हैं कि व्हाट आर वी डूइंग. सो सी ओवर हियर मैं इसमें आपको एक चीज और बता दूं कि कई बार हमारे फ्लोट वैल्यूज काफी सारे डेसिमल प्लेसेस के साथ आ जाती हैं. सो व्हाट आई कैन डू, आई कैन यूज राउंड फंक्शन to actually display the compound interest to the exact number of places. So जो मैंने compound interest लिया है यहाँ पर, उसको मैंने यहाँ पहले एक टाइटल दे दिया compound interest, strings में कैप्शन दे दिया, कॉमा लगाया. फिर जो compound interest है, I've used it with the round function. So round function does what? Whatever value you give as the first argument, कॉमा के बाद जितने नंबर ऑफ प्लेसेस आप यहाँ पर एक इंटीजर देते हो उतने प्लेसेस तक उस वेरिएबल को राउंड ऑफ करके आपको दिखा देता है, राउंड करके दिखा देता है. सो आई होप दिस कोड इज क्लियर. वी कैन नाउ रन इट चिल्ड्रन. सो आई हैव प्रेस्ड F5 एंड लेट अस कैलकुलेट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट यूजिंग द सेम वैल्यूज दैट वी यूज्ड फॉर, I think I had used 2000 over there, 2000, then 4 rate of interest time 2. So see, this is 163.2. Compound interest is 163.2 rupees. Now I told you कि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट से ज़्यादा आता है कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, क्योंकि कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में प्रिंसिपल के साथ साथ जो इंटरेस्ट आपको ओवर द पीरियड्स एक्यूमुलेट होता है उस पर भी इंटरेस्ट लगता है. So you get interest not only on the principal but also the interest on the interest that you have accumulated over the time period. ठीक है. So this is how you get compound interest. So अगर आपने 2000 बोरो किया है तो आप रिटर्न कितना करोगे 2163.2, और अगर आपने 2000 लेंड किया है, डिपॉजिट किया है, तो आपको कितना वापस मिलेगा बच्चा 2163.2. Fine. So I hope this code is clear, and I'll just close these two files and we will proceed to the third problem, which is again a very simple basic problem. हम देखते हैं पाइथन में कितनी आसानी से सब कुछ हो जाता है, except the value of temperature in Celsius at runtime. Fine. Celsius में आप temperature लोगे. You all know that Celsius and Fahrenheit, they are two units in which we can measure temperature, and you have to calculate and print the Fahrenheit equivalent of the Celsius temperature that has been entered by the user. So this is going to be Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion code. Fine. Let's proceed to the code. Simple बच्चा वो है हमारे पास वेरी सिंपल फॉर्मूला बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस हैं. फॉर्मूला अगर आपको गिवन नहीं होता यू कैन ऑलवेज आस्क, और अदरवाइज क्वेश्चन में फॉर्मूला गिवन होता है बच्चे. सो इसको थोड़ा मैंने आपके लिए रेडी करके रखा हुआ है सो दैट आई कैन right away start with the explanation. Again we have this doc string in the beginning telling the purpose of the program. So this is Python script to convert temperature in Celsius to Fahrenheit. Author में you can give your name, date created में you can mention the date, and then formula that we have used is Celsius की जो वैल्यू यूजर डालेगा into 9/5, इस पूरे को हमें 32 से ऐड करना है. So this is going to give us the Fahrenheit equivalent of the temperature in Celsius entered by the user. Fine. So इसके लिए बस इनपुट करेंगे टेम्परेचर, सेल्सियस में यूजर से लेंगे. सो व्हाट हैव आई रिटन, सेल्सियस इज इक्वल टू फ्लोट इनपुट इंटर टेम्परेचर इन सेल्सियस. अगेन आपने टाइप कास्ट कर लिया है. वट एवर टेम्परेचर यूजर इज गोइंग टू एंटर इन सेल्सियस इट विल बी कन्वर्टेड टू फ्लोट एंड असाइन टू द सेल्सियस ऑब्जेक्ट. देन वी हैव टू प्रोसीड for the processing part. So we'll apply the formula to convert the Celsius temperature to Fahrenheit. The formula is here. Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius into 9/5. इसको calculate करके you have to add it to 32. And then what are we left with? We have to show the output to the user. So again we are using we are printing multiple outputs using the same print function. Each output we are separating with a comma. So Celsius, I have written Celsius. This one to give, जब भी आप quotes के अलावा quotes के बिना कोई name use करते हो तो it gives you the value of that variable is pointing to. So whatever Celsius is referring to, it will be shown here, the value will be shown here. Then this message is going to come. जैसे इतना Celsius in Fahrenheit is equal to, ठीक, जैसे मैंने कहा 32 Celsius in Fahrenheit is equal to, then again I've used round function, क्योंकि जो Fahrenheit हमने यहाँ line 11 में calculate किया बच्चा, उसको हम 2 places तक round off कर देंगे ताकि हमारे को थोड़ा precise answer मिल सके. ठीक है. So let's run this code and see. Enter the temperature in Celsius. So I have entered 32. So this has given me 89.6. That is the equivalent of 32 Celsius to Fahrenheit. ठीक है ना. So this was I hope pretty simple, और बिल्कुल सिंपल था. इनपुट लिया, फॉर्मूला लगा के प्रोसेस किया और आउटपुट को शो कर दिया बच्चा. लेट्स प्रोसीड टू द लास्ट स्क्रिप्ट फॉर दिस वीडियो, एंड दैट इज एक्सेप्ट द वैल्यू ऑफ टेम्परेचर इन Fahrenheit at run time. ठीक है. Calculate and print its Celsius equivalent. So I told you related problem है. अभी हमने किया था Celsius to Fahrenheit. Now we are doing Fahrenheit to Celsius. Again input, process and output. ठीक है ना. तो चलते हैं बच्चा, अब इस स्क्रिप्ट पर चलते हैं. हमारी लास्ट स्क्रिप्ट है आज की, और आई होप आपको ये अच्छा लग रहा होगा अब तक. सो वंस अगेन आई शो दी लाइन नंबर्स and let's see. Python script to convert temperature in Fahrenheit to Celsius. Use your name, write your name in the author section, then give the date on which you are creating the script. Do mention the date and then mention the formula so that you know everything is there in front of you. कोई भी आपका program read करेगा, it will become so easy for that person to make out what you are doing in the script. So this is Celsius is equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 upon 9. So this has to be done first. Subtraction of 32 from the value of Fahrenheit, and this is going to be multiplied with 5 by 9. फाइन. सो अब आप देखो वैसे हमने किया बच्चा. लाइन 8 में मैंने कमेंट दिया है, वी विल इनपुट द टेम्परेचर इन फ़ारेनहाइट दिस टाइम, नॉट इन सेल्सियस बट इन फ़ारेनहाइट. सो अगेन input function will be used and float will be used to convert the input float value as a string to its float equivalent. That value will be now referred to by this object Fahrenheit. Fine, then we will process using the formula. Formula is with us that Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 by 9 is going to give us the equivalent Celsius temperature for this given Fahrenheit value. Then once we are through with the processing, children, we have to display the result. That again multiple inputs we are going to combine. That Fahrenheit object की value जब भी आप quotes के बिना कुछ लिखोगे, it is going to be taken as a name जिसका वैल्यू ऑलरेडी हमारे पास होना चाहिए. सो फ़ारेनहाइट हम यहाँ ले चुके हैं, सो वो वैल्यू यहाँ आएगी. देन द स्ट्रिंग इज गोइंग टू कम फ्रॉम आवर साइड. फ़ारेनहाइट जैसे वैल्यू दिया हमने कहा 89.6 फ़ारेनहाइट इन सेल्सियस इज इक्वल टू. ठीक, तो ये जो कोट्स में लिखा है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी डिस्प्लेड एज इट इज. देन अगेन कॉमा लगा के हमने राउंड फंक्शन यूज किया है, और अब सेल्सियस के पास जो वैल्यू है उसको 2 प्लेसेस तक राउंड करके वी आर गोइंग टू शो इट on screen to the user. So I hope this is clear. Let's run this, children, and let's enter Fahrenheit में टेम्परेचर डालते हैं 89.6 and see. हमने पिछले एग्जाम्पल में भी वही किया था. सो जब 32 को फ़ारेनहाइट में कन्वर्ट किया था वी गॉट 89.6, एंड जब 89.6 फ़ारेनहाइट को सेल्सियस में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिल गया वापस से बच्चे 32. So this ways these were 4 related problems that I took up, and आई होप आपको ये समझ में आई होंगी बच्चा. और अब आप ये भी कहोगे, अगर आपको ये अच्छे से समझ में आ गई हैं तो आप मुझे कमेंट करके लिखोगे दैट यस. आप मैम भी लिख सकते हो, यस मैम, Python is super easy. So with this I come to the end of this video. आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक करना और शेयर करना, और चैनल पर अगर आप नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब करना. Always remember, children, your comments, your feedback motivates me a lot. I may not be very regular with the videos, but whenever I upload them with a very noble intention of being, sending my blessings, my help in some way or the other to all of you. So do acknowledge it. अगर आपको अच्छा लगा हो तो मुझे ज़रूर बताना, and we'll meet soon with another interesting video. So till we meet again, children, I've already written it on the screens. Happy learning. God bless you. Thank you so much.